This is recorded after the movie. I forgot to say spoilers ahead, obviously. So enjoy what I had to say. I had to ramble for like 15 fucking minutes. So enjoy. Uh, yeah. So here's my fucking retarded rant. Boom, bang, bomb, bada boop boop pow. The premise of the video is to give an insight into what makes the 2022 flick called The Batman so great. The video is intended for the peeps that have watched The Batman or the people that are interested in the, I guess, concept of what makes the flick so good. So strap down, get some popcorn while I dissect and pinpoint everything Matt Reeves did great in The Batman. Also, here's some fucking Roblox content that I fucking recorded. Uh, yeah. So what necessarily makes a good movie? I personally don't have a criteria for this. However, um, there's an article here by Film Daft that has the key components or key ingredients to a good movie, and I'm gonna apply this to the Batman movie. So all starts with good writing, right? So what necessarily makes good writing? Good screenplays do more than just describe what's happening in the movie. Good writers will write visual metaphors woven in throughout their work to reinforce their story's themes. So let's say in the Batman, obviously we're gonna take this. What makes what makes it visually appealing, I guess. So I'm gonna touch bases on Batman's costume. What I love about how Matt Reeves did the Batman suit was that he added armor platings, which I love that spin because in the comics or in other installments of the Batman franchise, like let's take for example the Dark Knight. I'll bring two images here so we can compare the two. So here's a Dark Knight suit. You know, it's pretty basic. You have his gadgets all around his waistband, and that's all his gadget that he has. He has his fucking boots, his cape, his mask, and that's pretty much what it is for the Batman in the Dark Knight trilogy. However, you contrast that to the 2022 Batman suit, you can see like his armor is bulky as fuck to emulate the bullet or armor-proof vest that he has, or bullet for armor, as a matter of fact. And his boots are really, mwah, there's really a touch of the detail. The same thing with his cape as well, because it shows like the wrinkly effect of him using the suit, you know, every single fucking day. And on his waistband, you can see a lot or a plethora of all of his gadgets that he uses throughout the movie. So you have his I'm guessing that's his EpiPen or not EpiPen. No, fuck, not EpiPen. Basically like a, how do I say this? Like a med shot. In the movie, you can obviously see like he uses the med shot, and I'll show you a clip right here that shows like him using the med shot, for example. And his chest plate is a Batman logo, and he uses that thing in order to um if I recall correctly, he uses that to cut a rope or some shit. And I really love that the director utilizes his arm. I mean, his fucking gadget like that. That's what I love about his suit compared to the Dark Knight trilogy. So, a quick side note here. While I was recording the clip I was talking about, so I can use it in my video, the rendering is fucking atrocious. Like, I'm pretty sure it was like 30 frames per second, and I don't really know how to fix it because my graphics card or my computer is really not that great. I always wanted to upgrade it, but it's just a side note. Just ignore that. So basically, what the clip was showing, trying to demonstrate, was that the Batman used his logo as a cutting knife to cut the rope for him to fall down in the river, to give some context to the clip. And that's what my whole point was in the last segment I was talking about. That he utilizes his gadgets more often in the Dark Knight. But you know, the suit does have some flaws, obviously, like anything, like everything else in the world. But what contrasts from that to the Dark Knight is that the Dark Knight, like the Dark Knight mask covers like some like his chin. However, in the Batman movie, it doesn't cover his chin at all, and I don't really like that. But of course, you know everyone has a personal preference, of course, and so that's my take on contrasting both the suits. So this brings me to my next point. A good script keeps you guessing while also rewarding you, the viewer, for paying attention to little subtle details. This is where little narrative tricks like plants and payoffs help you. By planting a detail early in the script that comes back and pays off at the end, those audience members will be surprised, but also satisfying. So all in all, ultimately, the success or failure of a script comes down to how satisfying an experience it is. So when watching the Batman, I guess like the first 20 minutes of the runtime shows the Riddler killing the mayor for being deceitful and basically like being malicious to a certain extent by him lying and covering his tracks. So the Riddler manifests this, right? So the Riddler manifests this as a sole reason to kill someone because they're lying. So the mayor lied and his face was covered in duct tape and with Sharpie. It says, a lie, right? And from there on, it's revealed that majority of like I guess the police force has been corrupt and has been partying in this like I guess gang hangouts. My bad. Where the Penguin hosts for all this gang mafia shit, and the cops are partying over there, right? And so the Penguin knows about this, and he punishes the police force by publicly executing them. Just like this one scene where like this officer has been caught lying, or not necessarily caught lying, but I guess being deceitful, and the Riddler puts like a fucking bomb mechanism on this guy's fucking neck, and Batman shows up, right? And then this dude has a fucking bomb on his neck, and he has to solve like 3 riddles in order for him to survive. And this last riddle has like um this um has like I'm trying to remember. The last riddle was him basically like informing the public about like their corrupt tactics, right? And so he doesn't want to speak on it. So he rather die in a fucking bomb explosion rather than having Falcone, the guy that like is gonna kill his family if he like spills it out, basically. And so that sets like a whole notion of like a whole fucking movie before after that, because the whole movie after that like I guess drastically changed for the better or for the worse, and that's what makes like I guess that so dramatic. So this sets the third point in motion. Actors that bring the story to life. So Robert Patterson, the actor for the Batman, best known for his work or best known for acting in Twilight Saga and a little cameo in Harry Potter 4. Um, so how did he how did he want to portray Bruce Wayne as? Because you can set for example like I'm pretty sure you can apply this to every single actor that plays a specified character, whether it's in a book, movie or show. Um, so okay, let's take for example Bryan Cranston from Breaking Bad, right? He has this perfection trying to play Walter White, right? He has his mindset where he acts a certain way so he can perfectly fit into the narrative of being a horrible character. And it could be the same thing could be applied to the Batman and how Robert Patterson wants to play as the Batman, because the Batman's alias is Bruce Wayne is like I guess like his normal figure, his political figure, and then Batman is his vigilante with a mask, and that emphasizes basically how um like I guess Robert Patterson wants to play him as. So all in all, I'm pretty sure. Well, in my opinion, I think that Robert Pattinson did a phenomenal job playing as the Batman and having his own spin to the character, which it's always good to. I don't know. So this sets the third point in motion. Actors that bring the story to life. So Robert Patterson, the actor for the Batman, best known for his work or best known for acting in Twilight Saga and a little cameo in Harry Potter 4. Um, so how did he want to portray Bruce Wayne as? Because you can set for example like I'm pretty sure you can apply this to every single actor that plays a specified character, whether it's in a book, movie or show. Um, so Okay, let's take for example Bryan Cranston from Breaking Bad, right? He has this perfection trying to play Walter White, right? He has his mindset where he acts a certain way so he can perfectly fit into the narrative of being a horrible character. And he could be the same thing could be applied to the Batman and how Robert Patterson wants to play as the Batman, because the Batman's alias is Bruce Wayne is like I guess like his normal figure, his political figure, and then Batman is his vigilante with a mask, and and that emphasizes basically how um like I guess Robert Patterson wants to play him as. So all in all, I'm pretty sure. Well, in my opinion, I think that Robert Pattinson did a phenomenal job playing as the Batman and having his own spin to the character. Which it's always good to. Okay, cinematography. I think this is like when we get to the point where like it's it's great, but it's not phenomenal or like S tier cinematography. I think like the cinematography is fine, I guess, to like a certain point. Um, but it's very plain, mundane. In my opinion, it's kind of shitty. To put it bluntly, it's not. I don't think it's that great, or it didn't really make me awe like it's plain cinematography. But I guess I can cut him a little slack. Every movie has its flaws, I guess, but this is where um my majority of flaws here because I'm not a fucking faggot. So there it is. I just recorded myself for 2 minutes and I forgot. Oh no, I was fucking muted. Whoa, 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 whoa. Okay, so this is gonna be the biggest piece. I don't care if you heard me yawning. I just don't give a fuck anymore. So my final piece into why I think I should recommend this movie is because of how the person who plays Riddler does a phenomenal job portraying the Riddler, right? Like there's like one scene where he just laughs maniacally, and I thought that was fucking scary as shit because he just laughs for no reason and he's fucking delusional as shit. The ending was pretty fucking cool as well. It's just the Riddler with I'm pretty sure it was Joker. Yeah, it was Joker. I thought the first time I saw it, that was Two Face, but it was Joker, and it's been confirmed by Matt Reeves. Oh yeah, I'm not gonna do that much editing because I couldn't be fucking bothered to fucking edit. I couldn't be fucked with, to be frank. And oh yeah, and I forgot major flaw or one flaw that I had with the movie was the line with the black mare. I couldn't remember her name. She's fucking forgettable. Well, her name is not the character, and the reason why the character is fucking remembered, fuck, was because she had like this one specific line where she says Bruce Wayne is white and privileged, which I think was kind of fucking unnecessary. I don't really know why the movie added that. I don't know, wanted because Matt Reeves wanted to be quirky, be a little cheeky here and there, you know, it's got a little publicity, a little cheeky cunt. But that's my only flaw. Um, and yeah, I would totally recommend the movie. If I had to give it a rating, I'd give it like an 8 out of 10. To be specific, I give it like an 8.4 or 5 out of 10. Probably 4. It's a good movie. Recommend it. But it's not like a masterpiece or a classic. So, there it is. Also, rap video or rap music video coming today or tomorrow. I don't really know. To be honest. That's it. See ya.